Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Yoli for those who are new here, and if you are returning, welcome back. So today I am reviewing this hair that I received from a company named Hotbraids, which I believe is a new hair company that sells bulk human hair. So for those who do not know, bulk human hair is essentially loose human hair. So a lot of the times you see human hair on a track or a weft. This one has no track, no weft. It's just loose hair. And they usually tie it in a bundle. And this hair is usually typically used for braids, locks, twists, etc. Anything that you can add hair into. There's a range of hair textures that this company has. I went for the body wave texture. After doing some research, I decided I wanted to try some braids and use the body wave texture for the braids. I ended up getting body wave in the length 20 inches. The hair arrived pretty quick, I would say in less than a week. And I was sent 3 bundles of body wave. So I essentially did traditional braids and I fed in the human hair. And of course, I will show you how that looked later on in the video. Guys, I love it. Like, it's rare for me to say that I hate some hair, but guys, this is my first time trying feed-in braids, or first time trying human hair in my braids. And I am a braid connoisseur, so I do a lot of braids, but this is the first time with the human hair and I love it so much. It feels like a whole new world. It feels like I got the best of both worlds because I'm able to have my braids and basically like a sew-in at the bottom, because I'm able to comb through it and do a lot of stuff that I would do with a natural like sew-in or something with this hairstyle. And it adds more versatility, allowing me to do different styles because it is braids, so I can put it up in ponytails and different things like that. But because it's human hair, I can straighten it, I can curl it, I can do different things that I wouldn't be able to do with just regular braids. Once you have one braid, initially when you do a braid, you usually just add some of the braiding hair and then you braid it down. And that's how you do it. For this one, you start with the braiding hair. So I use both braiding hair and human hair. Start with the braiding hair and then I start feeding in the human hair, as you can see. In the front, I think I only have 3 pieces, but throughout I use 3 to 6 pieces per braid. I did find a technique that really worked for me to help me save as much hair as possible, but also make it an easier process in installing the hair. And I will include that later on in the video when I show you the install. So I'll go ahead and show you guys how I installed this hair and how you can get the results that I have. Okay, stay tuned. Okay, so this is how the hair looked when it initially came. And it also came with a few goodies. It came with a rat tail comb, a little brush, 3 clips, and an edge brush. It also came with a silk bag and a tote bag. And this is how the hair looked after I washed it. And this is the braiding hair that I used. It's not my favorite braiding hair, but it worked. I ended up cutting it in half for majority of the hair. And this is the technique I was talking about that helps prevent as much shedding with the loose hair. So basically, you're gonna add gel to the straight part of the hair. That is where the band was and where the bundle was held. And you're basically gonna separate the hair that way. That way, it makes it an easier process for you to actually feed in the hair, and it prevents as much shedding from the hair as well. So you'll just basically want to do that as many times as you need to you know, put the hair in. This is how my hair initially looked before I started braiding it. And I decided to put it in sections, which made it an easier process. I had 4 sections in the back and then 6 in the front. And this is how the hair looked when I was done with a few of the sections in the back. It looked really good. Okay, so I initially start by adding some gel to my hair. You can add whatever product you like to use. And then I grab some braiding hair. I don't grab too much. It's really, as you can see, it's a little bit, and I split that in 3. And then I grab my hair and I split that in 2 and then I start braiding that in. I don't know another way to explain how to braid, but as you can see, like, I'm basically just adding the hair into my hair. I split it into 3 pieces and I braid it down for a little bit. And then I grab my initial piece of human hair and I grab it and I apply the straight piece to the middle of the braiding hair. So the middle piece. There's gonna be 2 on the outside, 1 in the middle. I add it to the middle and I braid both in down for a little bit. And then once I braid it down a couple of times, I pull and fish out the human hair. And I just kind of put that to the side and I continue braiding as normal. I'll end up doing that a few more times. I think in the front I had about 4 pieces per braid. And so here I am again, adding it to the middle of the braiding hair and then braiding it down for a couple of seconds and then fishing out the human hair, putting that to the side, continue braiding as normal. So for the last piece of human hair that I add, so that is 3 that's in there that is pulled out. For the last one, I add it in, but I do not pull it out. I just braid it down as far as it can go, or as far as I desire. And then I go and add nail glue to the ends. And I let that dry. And as that's drying, I use the scissors and I cut off the excess hair that is sticking out of the braid to make it look a little neater. There might be excess braiding hair sticking out from the bottom. Cut that as well, because when you comb through the hair and you flat iron it or whatever you do to it, you don't want the braiding hair to be in there. And this is how it looks. And this is how it looked the next day when I've completely finished all the hair. I also want to show you guys a couple of styles that you can do with this hair. I really liked to add a clip to it with a half up, half down with a couple of the braids out in the front. That I wore that a couple of times and I really like that style. I also did a regular pony with a couple of braids out. This is basically the same style with a little variation. I'm real basic, y'all. If y'all don't know, like, I like simple styles. Like, I don't be doing too much, but I could maybe one day. So this is when I pulled out some hair, 2 braids in the middle, and I wrapped it around to make a ponytail. I'm pulling out these braids again. And I'm gonna add 2 ponytails in the front for like a 2 ponytail half up, half down. And we gotta show the classic bust down middle part. Okay, got to show it. And of course the side part, which I'm wearing in this video today. And yeah, so far I am loving this hair like so much. It literally took me so long to do this hair. I would say if you work straight through, you can probably get this done in 2 days, but just be prepared for this style to take a while to actually get complete, because it is pretty tedious. I do suggest as soon as you get the hair, wash the hair. I know that some people like to just install the hair as soon as they get it. I'm always an advocate for washing your hair because the hair has been through so much before it gets to you. And it's just nice to have fresh hair. But as far as the shedding goes, while the hair is in right now, there is minimal shedding. I barely have loose hair that comes off, but you'll catch some sometimes because it is braided in. You might have some that slip out. But how I braided the hair in, there is minimal shedding with this hair. I opted for body wave because body wave is an easier texture to work with. If you see a lot of these hairstyles, you see people use like the curly and the deep wave and different like that, which I am not opposed to using, but I know that I didn't want to do too much work and I opted for the body wave. And so far I can tell that the detangling process will just be so much easier with this hair. Like it's not too much work that I have to do in order to maintain this hair. And body wave, because it is a looser texture, it just makes it an easier process in styling. So that's all for today. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. And if you guys have any further questions or any suggestions, please leave them down below in the comment box and I will do my best to get back to you in a timely manner. But I thank you guys for stopping by and watching this video once again. And I'm looking forward to doing more reviews for you guys. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and I'll see you next time. Bye.